We are going to discuss Edexcel past paper questions from the topic Laws of Indices. First question, A part. Find the value of A and the value of B for which A to the power x divided by 2 to the power x minus 1 is equal to 2 to the power ax plus b. The question carries 3 marks. You see here, the right hand side of the equation, the base is 2. So we will try to make the base of the left hand side of the equation also 2. We know that 8 is 2 cube. So we can write a to the power x as 2 cube to the power x. Using power law in indices, we can write it as 2 to the power 3x. For writing a to the power x as 2 to the power 3x, we get 1 mark, B1, the independent mark. So a to the power x divided by 2 to the power x minus 1. Now we can write as 2 to the power 3x divided by 2 to the power x minus 1. On using division law in indices, we can write it as 2 to the power 3x minus x minus 1. On simplifying, we get 2 to the power 3x minus x plus 1. 3x minus x is 2x minus 1 plus 1. Now you see, we got a to the power x divided by 2x minus 1 as 2 to the power 2x plus 1. For writing this step, we are getting 1 mark, method mark. So 2 to the power 2x plus 1 is equal to 2 to the power ax plus b. Since the bases are the same, the powers must be same. So 2x plus 1 is equal to ax plus b. On comparing coefficients of x, we can see a is equal to 2. So a is equal to 2. And on comparing constants, we can write b is equal to 1. See, for writing 2x plus 1 is equal to x plus b, or for finding a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 1, we are getting our final mark, the accuracy mark, A1. Now we have completed the A part of the problem. Now we will see the B part. Let's erase this part. From A part, we got a to the power x divided by 2 to the power x minus 1 is equal to 2 to the power 2x plus 1. Now you see B part. Hence solve the equation a to the power x divided by 2 to the power x minus 1 is equal to 2 root 2. So this we can write as a to the power x divided by 2 to the power x minus 1 is 2 to the power x, 2 to the power 2x plus 1, which is equal to 2 root 2. You see, for the left hand side, the base is 2. So we can try to make the right hand side base also 2. So 2 is 2 to the power 1, we know that. And root 2 is 2 to the power half. On applying the multiplication law in indices, we can write it as 2 to the power 1 plus half. 1 plus half is 3 by 2. So what we get from here? 2 to the power 2x plus 1 is equal to 2 to the power 3 by 2. Since the bases are the same, the powers must be same. 2x plus 1 is equal to 3 by 2. So 2x is equal to 3 by 2 minus 1, that is 1 by 2. X is equal to 1 divided by 4. The B part also carries 3 marks. For writing 2 root 2 as 2 to the power 3 by 2, we are getting our first 1 mark B1, the independent mark. Then for writing 2s plus 1 as 3 by 2, we are getting our next mark, the method mark M1. And for finding x is equal to 1 by 4, we are getting our final mark, the accuracy mark A1. Now we have completed the problem. The second question, given y is equal to 2 to the power x, express each of the following in terms of y. Write each expression in its simplest form. See a part of the question, 2 to the power 2x. The question carries 1 mark. 2 to the power 2x we have to write in terms of y. See what is y? Y is 2 to the power x. So we can write it as 2 to the power x the whole square according to power law in indices. Now you see what is 2 to the power x? That is y. So we can write it as y square. The question carries 1 mark B1. So we need to write only the answer. We don't need to write the step in between. Now we will see the B part of the question. 2 to the power x plus 3. 2 to the power x plus 3. This question also carries 1 mark only. Using multiplication law in indices, we can write it as 2 to the power x times 2 cube. That is 2 cube is 8. 8 times 2 to the power x. What is 2 to the power x? That is y. So 2 to the power x plus 3 is 8y. See, the question carries only 1 mark, so we need to just show the answer only. Intermediate steps are not needed. Now let's see the C part of the question. One divided by 4 to the power 2x minus 3. The question carries 2 marks. Actually, we need to show only the answer. How can we get the answer? There are different methods. First, I am going to apply multiplication law here. So this is 1 divided by 4 to the power 2x times 4 to the power minus 3. Take 4 to the power minus 3 up, that becomes 4 cube. That is 64. So 64 divided by 4 to the power 2x. Now you see y is written as 2 to the power x. So we need the base as 2. So 4 to the power 2x we can write as 4 is 2 square. 2 square to the power 2x. That is same as 2 to the power 4x using power law in indices. 2 to the power 2 times 2x. Using again power law, this becomes 2 to the power x whole to the power 4. Now you see what we get. 2 to the power x is y. So 4 to the power 2x is y to the power 4. So 1 divided by 4 to the power 2x minus 3 is 64 divided by 4 to the power 2x, that we can write as 64 divided by y to the power 4. The question carries 2 marks. We just need to show this, only this step. This step carries 1 method mark and 1 answer mark. All the steps in between, these are not needed. We need to show only this one step, 64 divided by y to the power 4 for getting method mark and answer mark. The third question, given that 49 divided by square root of 7 is equal to 7 to the power a. Find the value of a. The question carries 2 marks. You see here the right hand side of the equation. The base is 7. So we will try to make the base of left hand side also 7. So 49 we can write as 7 square. Root 7 we can write as 7 to the power 1 by 2. Now you see, we can apply division law in indices here. 7 to the power 2 minus half. 7 to the power 2 minus half. For writing 49 divided by square root of 7 as 7 to the power 2 minus half, we get 1 mark, the method mark. Now you see, 7 to the power 2 minus half is 7 to the power 3 by 2. So that must be equal to 7 to the power a. See, bases are the same, so the powers must be same. So a is equal to 3 by 2. For finding the correct answer, a is equal to 3 by 2, we are getting the accuracy mark 1 mark. The fourth question, express 9 to the power 3x plus 1 in the form 3 to the power y, giving y in the form ax plus b, where a and b are constants. So 9 to the power 3x plus 1, we have to express in the form 3 to the power y. For that, 9 we have to write with the base 3. We know that 9 is equal to 3 square. So we can write 9 to the power 3x plus 1 as 3 square to the power 3x plus 1. On applying the power law in indices, we get it as 3 to the power 2 times 3x plus 1. Now you see, on comparing, we can see that since bases are the same, y is equal to 2 times 3x plus 1, or y is equal to 6x plus 2. See, we have written y in the form ax plus b. On comparing the coefficients of x, we can see that a is equal to 6. On comparing constants, we can see that b is equal to 2. The question carries 2 marks when you write 9 to the power 3x plus 1 as 3 to the power 2 times 3x plus 1, you are going to get 1 mark, the method mark. For writing y is equal to 6 plus 2, or a is equal to 6 and b is equal to 2, you are getting the accuracy mark A1. You have completed the problem. The fifth question, solve a part 2 to the power y is equal to 8. The question carries just 1 mark and it is very easy. Since the left hand side of the equation is with base 2, we can make the right hand side also with base 2. We know that 8 is 2 cube. So we can write as 2 to the power y is equal to 2 cube. Bases are the same, so the powers must be equal. So y is equal to 3. Question carries just 1 mark, that is just for writing y is equal to 3. You don't need to show any other steps. Now we'll see the second part of the question. The question says 2 to the power x times 4 to the power x plus 1 is equal to 8. The question carries 4 marks. You see, this is equal to 8. 8 is 2 cube. We already know. So for writing 8 as 2 cube, we get 1 mark. That is the method mark. Now you see, the right hand side base is 2. So we can try to make the left hand side base also 2. So 4 to the power x plus 1 we can write as 4 is 2 square. 2 square to the power x plus 1. Now we can apply the power law that makes it 2 to the power 2 times x plus 1. That is 2 to the power 2x plus 2. 2x plus 2. So 4 to the power x plus 1 is same as 2 to the power 2x plus 2. For writing this step, we are going to get 1 mark, the method mark. Now you see, 2 to the power x times 4 to the power x plus 1. 2 to the power x times 4 to the power x plus 1. That is same as 2 to the power x times 2 to the power 2x plus 2. Since the bases are the same, we can apply multiplication law in indices. This becomes 2 to the power x plus 2x plus 2. X plus 2x plus 2. That is 2 to the power 3x plus 2. So what we get from here? 2 to the power 3x plus 2 is equal to 2 cube. For writing that step, we are going to get 1 mark, the method mark. Since the bases are the same, powers must be same. So 3x plus 2 is equal to 3. So 3x is equal to 3 minus 2. That is 1. 3x equal to 1. That gives x equal to 1 divided by 3. For writing x equal to 1 divided by 3, we are getting 1 mark, the final mark, accuracy mark. Now you have completed the problem. Sixth question, given that 6x plus 3x to the power 5 by 2 divided by root x can be written in the form 6x to the power p plus 3x to the power q. Write down the value of p and the value of q. The question carries 2 marks. You see, we know that root x is equal to x to the power 1 by 2. So 6x plus 3x to the power 5 by 2 divided by root x can be written like this. We can split it. So we can write it as 6x divided by x to the power half plus 3x to the power 5 by 2 divided by x to the power half. We can use the division law in indices here. So this becomes 6x to the power 1 minus half. 6x to the power 1 minus half. 1 minus half is a half. So this is 6x to the power 1 by 2 plus 3x to the power 5 by 2 minus 1 by 2. 5 by 2 minus 1 by 2 is 4 by 2. That is 2. So this is 6x to the power half plus 3x square. Now you see 6x to the power p. So p is equal to half. 3x to the power q. So q is equal to 2. The question carries 2 marks. The first mark is for finding p is equal to half and second one for finding q is equal to 2. You can either write as 6x to the power half plus 3x square. Then you will be getting your 2 marks B1 and B1. Both are independent marks. Or you can write p is equal to half and q is equal to 2. Here are the homeworks.